Hey guys. Um so I'm kind of going through a situation that I thought I would share that God kind of helped me with our night of worship at church last night and with the message given by Luther, and then even right just a few minutes ago, as I'm stepping through this whole situation that can get a little bit messy, uh if I lead humanly, that is. um So the story of Lazarus in the Bible, Lazarus had died, and Lazarus was Jesus's really good friend, and Mary and Martha are his sisters. And Luther actually last night really dove into that whole story and the different aspects of that story, which was amazing. But this, for me, I'm focusing on Jesus being real and vulnerable. Jesus had the power of God the Father in him. He was God. He could do anything he wanted. He could call down angels anytime he wanted. He was God. Uh, but yet, when he got to Lazarus, he still cried. And I think for us humanly, it's really easy to forget that we have a physical side, we have a spiritual side, and obviously we want to speak life. We want to run with what the Bible tells us, with all the promises God gives us through it. But there is a physical side that it hurts and requires some crying, because crying is very cleansing. And so to cry, for me anyway, allows things to come out of me that maybe I couldn't get out by any other means. And it makes, honestly, it will make me feel better. It will tire me out, but it will make me feel better so that I can continue stepping forward. Crying is a really good thing. When your heart hurts, we're not supposed to act like it doesn't. We're not supposed to make it no big deal, because we'll get over it. Or it hurts right now, but I'll be okay. I was a queen of that. Like, I had no other option than to be okay. And so I made it almost perfection of, I'm good. I'm okay. Now I cry, of course, but I made it real easy to not show other people just how serious things were to me, in that I wanted to look like I could handle it. I didn't like looking like I couldn't. And unfortunately, that ended up becoming a curse for me. But in a sense, obviously it's a blessing too, because it taught me how to fight. But it can be a curse when too much of anything is not good. And I was too much on, I'll help you, sure, and you can see me crying and stuff, but I'm good. I can handle. I've got this. I just gotta cry it out for a second. I got it. Um, but anyway, when Jesus finally made it to Lazarus, he finally went and he waited on purpose. And you read the whole story. It talks about he waited when he found out Lazarus died. He waited, and he didn't go immediately. This was his friend, his very, very close friend. But he did it for the glory of God. He knew that he had to wait. But when he finally went, knowing that he is God, he has full power to ask anything of God the Father. He has the power in him. And yet he got to Lazarus and he wept. And if you need to read the story, it's in John chapter 11, just for reference. But he cried. And I was thinking today, as more things developed in this whole situation that I'm walking through, there's a reality to crying. There's a reality that we have to be okay with. We have to walk those moments, and they're just moments, but sometimes they feel forever. But we have to be willing to cry, just hurt. And man, it can really hurt sometimes. Do I know that my God shall supply everything I need? That my God promises me that as I train up children in the way they should go, they will not depart from that truth? Yes, with all my being, I do, but I also am human. And I also have this side that I need to cry. I need to feel the hurt, the heartache, especially when it involves other people making decisions that you know are not best for them. Um, but I have to be willing to feel that, because honestly, how could we enjoy the good times, the happy times, the joyful times completely and fully as they definitely need if I don't know what heartache feels like? Jesus cried for a reason. It was his friend. Even though he knew in just a minute he was going to wake up and he was going to be back to life, like Lazarus was there again. But he still cried because there's a human aspect to life and death. Even the stuff that's not literal death, stuff that involves situations, people that have to be let go of, situations that have to be moved out of. Unsettling, that refining process of getting rid of those things so you can move forward. That's hard. That's very hard. Not saying it's impossible, because with God, the Bible says with God everything is possible. But I am saying the human aspect of it, you have to be willing to feel it. You have to be willing to walk through it 100%. Not stay there. Do not stay there. But feel it 100% so when the good days come, you can enjoy them fully. You can know that, hey, a bad day may be coming again, but I've made it this far and I'm going to make it through that. So I'm going to enjoy today for today. Just like the Bible talks about, focus on today, the moment you have at hand. But when those hard days come, I hope you give yourself permission to be real, to be vulnerable, to know that sure, things will work out, because God promises that for those that love him, he will work everything to the good. And the ones that are called according to him, he'll work everything to the good. But the reality of it is we're human. We are limited. We are fleshly beings that need to walk through things that just are not easy sometimes. So I hope that this gives you encouragement to be 100% in every moment. Walk through it. Feel it 100%. Know that the heartache won't last. Know that the pain, it won't last. Because you will walk as so long as you are working through those feelings and working through those hard days, and you keep stepping 1 foot at a time, because sometimes that's all we can even do, that God will make it work to the good, so long as you love him and are called according to his purpose. And if you know him, then you should love him. Should anyway. Of course, yeah. Anyway, humans can be a little bit different. But I hope that you find encouragement in knowing that it is okay to feel. It is okay to say, I am not okay. I am trying my best. But sometimes my best is just taking one step and going, at least I made it this far. Sometimes my best, it looks amazing. But some days, my best, I'm tired. I hurt physically. In my heart, I hurt. And this is not every situation. Most everything in my life is really good right now. It's good anyway, but you know what I mean. Everything I'm going through, it's good. It's very good. It's just this situation that we have to work through right now that it's very heart involved. And I have to be willing to cry it out sometimes, and have to be willing to feel that heartache, to even know how God feels about us when we choose things that aren't wise for us. He has a good father heart, and he feels even more than we can as a parent. But anyway, I was trying to keep it short, but please, I hope just be real. Be willing to admit that you are flawed and you have limitations, and that is completely okay. You are imperfectly perfect, or perfectly imperfect, however that goes. But yeah, it's completely okay. And feel the things 100%, but keep stepping. Just like Dory says, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. It's hard, but you'll get there. Anyway, love you guys. Talk to you later.